You know, there's so many crazy things that happen in life. So I know for me, I'm always looking for ways to feel secure and to feel as though even if unpredictable things happen, that I am ready. And that's how I felt when I got life insurance. A lot of life is unpredictable, but a good life insurance policy plan gives you and your family a financial safety net to protect against some of those unknowns. Policy Genius is the country's leading online insurance marketplace. It makes choosing the right policy for your family easy and quick. With Policy Genius, you can find life insurance policies that start at just $292 a year for $1 million of coverage. Some options are 100% online and lets you avoid unnecessary medical exams. I used Policy Genius to get my plan back in 2021. So did my husband. So did my mother. That's how much I absolutely love this company, and I use it, and I think you should too. Policy Genius helps you easily compare your options for America's top insurers in just a few clicks. Their award-winning agents can even walk you through the process step by step. I surely had them do that for me. Your work life insurance policy may not be enough protection for your family's needs. Even worse, it may not come with you if you leave your job. Policy Genius has no incentive to recommend one insurer over the other, so you can trust their guidance. They have thousands of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot from customers who found the best fit for their needs. Get peace of mind by finding the right life insurance policy. Head to policygenius.com or click the link in the description to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save. That's policygenius.com.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to his thing. I'm Kevonstage. She.
That chick AJ.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Quick church and programming announcement. Okay. Summer hours go into effect starting the week of July 1st. July 1st through August 5th, we will be in summer hours. Regularly scheduled programming shall commence the week of August 12th.
We going to summer hours next week.
Amen.
We going to summer hours this coming week.
But next week they're gonna be a main episode because we got ads for June.
When are we gonna shoot it?
Bonus from this week is gonna be the main. We talked about this on the chat.
Yeah. But okay, I get what you're saying. So the regular people won't see nothing. And during the summer hours.
During the summer hours.
That's the part that I was confused. I was like, we're not shooting no regular episode.
Yes.
I got it.
Only weekly episodes will air on Patreon July 1st through August 5th. If you got 5, put the 5 down. There's something special coming in July as well. I ain't going to say too much, but just check your Patreon notifications. If you have 5, by now we've been talking about it for almost 2 months. You could put $1 aside, $1.25 aside per week if you do need your podcast fixed. Also, I saw this on the internet. Full episodes are on there. Vlogs, Zay's graduation full vlog is up there. All kind of fun stuff. You can see Melissa crying. It was very sweet. Bald Brothers comedy show we taped last night. It's a good time, y'all. It's a good time. Me and Tony on stage, hour 2025. It's a good time. Those tickets are available at kevonstage.com. Stage crew, I will post.
When is that show?
That show is airing June 28th. Okay? That's next Friday. Angel has new music out.
Before I talk about that, let me shout out something else. I got 2 homegirls. One's a soror. If you're going to be at the Essence Film Festival, please go. So it's during the Essence Festival, but it's the Essence Film Festival. Please go see The Devil Ain't Pious, okay? Because Black Girl Magic is real, is also needed. They are a Black women-led production, and it is important for the writer and executive producer Miata to create Black films not centered on Black trauma. So go ahead and go see it if you're there at Essence Festival. Now on to me. I got new music.
New music.
Music.
I just want to shake my released on Friday of last week as I was headed to Miami. The music video also was released, directed by none other than Joshy Gons, our resident Spanish guy.
Creative directed by Spanish Guy Productions. Ole!
So please, by all means, stream it. Use the audio on TikTok. I think the audio is going up on Instagram here soon. They're a little bit slower to adding audio to their platform. Please use it, stream it. Thank y'all so much for those who have already been listening to it. I appreciate you.
Also, real quick, next week we will be in Mexico. So Patreon, there won't be an episode. There won't be a bonus next week.
That's the reason why I was saying, I know it's not the same as regular summer hours, but we're no longer going to be on a regular schedule starting next week.
Yes, that I was speaking mostly to the people who ain't on Patreon.
Correct.
Patreon,
correct.
I'm not going to be in that Mexican sun talking about the goings on of the world. Them is American problems. I'm going to be on Mexican soil. I'm actually kind of concerned. I don't know if I'm going to get HBO to the max available in Mexico. I got to watch my House of the Dragon.
You got to use a VPN.
I ain't been having good success with it. It ain't been working.
That's one of our ads.
Today?
Yeah.
I'm going to use
just
that.
Playing.
I'm about to say.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I said I'm playing, but I might not be.
No, we're not.
Okay, no.
We don't get it.
I need to get back on because the last time I was not able to get my VPN going.
It was so good. That
Whoa!
started off real good.
Spoiler alert! Niggas dying, baby.
No, exactly.
Babies dying, actually.
That sound. I was like, what is they doing?
Shake the baby.
It wasn't shaking. They had to bring.
I know what they had to do, but I feel like they gave him a good stab.
But then it was like
Squelching. Slicing and dicing noises.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Squelching.
It was nasty.
All right. The first thing on the docket. Kevonstage is officially not one of the funniest 20 people on the internet, according to Complex Magazine.
Oh, you went and got to see the rest of the list.
Yeah.
Not just the
I clicked on it. It's funny. I found out about this list because people were tagging me down to the Instagram and they were like, nah, man, Kev should be on here. Kev should be on here. And I went and looked and I said, I'm not on there. But I didn't feel away, and I'm gonna tell you why I didn't feel away. Why didn't you feel away, Kevin? Actually, I felt away. I said, "Why I can't be on?
You had a week, man.
Why I can't be on with the people?
You had a week.
Why I can't be on? But no, I'm listen. In all honesty, I'm a competitive person. If there's a list of comedy ranked, I would love to be in. I don't be making the funniest lists. This is not the first time. When people make their lists. When comedians make their top funniest comedians, when magazines make their list, they don't pull old Kevonstage down to the funny list.
Oh, you like you, little Christian boy.
Christian boy. Even with the Christian influencer, they had an award ceremony. I said, nah, I ain't even with the Christian.
I said, because I put it in my pussy. Y'all don't want to invite me.
Because I said nigga a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Because I said nigga too much. I don't love them.
They said stop saying it.
They said get him out of there. You ain't gonna be down with the Complex.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, when I saw who made the list, I said, well, the Complex ain't gonna choose me. First of all, I'm 41. I am not the desired audience reader of Complex. Like, people got to understand how these lists work. These lists are made for their intended audience.
They're
people
made
who listen or I guess read what is Complex?
And Complex, they were a music blog.
Yes,
but
absolutely
not anymore.
They're like hip hop.
No, regardless of what they claim to be now, they are in the interest of engagement.
Oh, for sure.
They will leave people off the list.
This was the first point I was going to make.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, cook. Go ahead.
Because Josh worked at All Def.
I didn't let you cook.
I was about to say, this is All Def to
we
me.
did this type of stuff all the time. I remember we used to make listicles.
They modeled off of Complex.
1,000%. We used to make listicles, top 10 stuff. And at first we used to play them genuine, like top 10 point guards or whatever. And then we found if you did a top 10 point guards list and you left off Allen Iverson or Steph Curry and put in like Pete Maravich or whatever, the comments would fill up with, how y'all leave Iverson? Y'all don't know ball, this and that. So when you leave people off, and I'm not saying that's what happened to me, but when you leave people off that a large percent of the public wants to be on, them comments gonna fill up. And in Complex's case, you had the actual comics or content creators. They had comedians, content creators, everybody being like, "Oh, your niggas ain't got me on there. I'm Freddie Mike. I've been making Freddie Mike skits all up and through Baton Rouge, and y'all don't know about Freddie Mike. Y'all gonna pay." You had the comedians' fan bases on there. I'm gonna tell you my only real problem with the list. This is my only real problem. The byline says, "From Drewski to Funny Marco to Kai Cenat, we rank the funniest people on the internet right now, period." The next sentence says, "This list does not include stand-up comedians." Okay? That is not true.
Yeah.
Malik B, who I believe was number 9, the picture they used on the list is him doing stand-up.
But I don't,
Theo Vaughn is a stand-up comedian. I'm talking about,
white dude?
Yes. Malik and Theo, I believe, were stand-ups before anything. Theo Vaughn, for sure, was a stand-up before he was a podcaster. I think he got famous on TV or something like that.
Yes.
Was it reality TV, Real World or something?
I don't think it was
Almost
reality.
every person on that list is a music influence crossover, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Half of them had a video with Drake in it.
Yes, Ben Don, 85 South. All 3 of them are stand-up comedians.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, no,
Funny
they're not.
Marco does stand-up now. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. And also, when you click on that complex list, when I tell you I've never seen
my
so many ads,
God.
I couldn't even get to the bottom of the list.
That's what I was
I
just
said,
trying to do.
nigga,
and
it
kept
keeps jumping you to the, you gonna look at this ad.
They're like, listen here, Viagra for your dick, girl. You need it.
Viagra. It was actually easier when aggregators would screenshot the list because you couldn't get to the bottom of the complex article.
Correct.
I was like, bruh. So I'm just saying, play by your own rules. I believe, and also I ain't gonna hold you. I'm usually up to date on content creators.
Oh, I don't know these people.
I said, Kev, you got to get in there. I mean, I talking about not only don't know some of these people, never have I seen their faces prior to this moment. And that's surprising to me because I'd be down to the talk. But some of them were like streamers and stuff, and I don't really watch streamers.
Yeah.
The only streamer I know is like Kai and Speed and like KSI, stuff like that. But I don't know the whole AMP crew. That's when I felt the 41.
AMP crew?
The AMP crew. I know
AMP
Kai
crew.
came up with the amps. I don't know what that stands for.
When I saw Kai on there is when I said I don't trust this list because not because he's not a funny guy. He's more entertaining than he is funny. And I was like, okay, I don't even know what the hell y'all judging this on no more.
I wanted it to be. Here's what I like that they tried to do, and I'm gonna give them. They tried. I believe comedic content creation is a lane that didn't exist prior, right? Back in our day, and you know what I'm saying, in the early 90s and the 80s, you had your stand-up comedians and you had your comedic actors, okay? And very rarely did the two even meet. Outside of like Eddie, Martin, you know, people wouldn't easily translate, and I'm talking about have their own TV show. You know, you had stand-up, Bernie Mac, it was actually more than that, but you could exist separately. Like Will Ferrell could be a comedic actor and nobody ever said you got to go and do stand-up. You can just exist. Adam Sandler, he might do some stuff on stage. I don't think it's traditional stand-up. But content creation, I remember when Spoken Reasons was starting, they was mad at him. You was an internet nigga trying to be funny. He wasn't even trying to do stand-up. He was just making skits, and Dormtainment was doing sketches and stuff like that. So I'm happy that this is being celebrated. However, to your point, even within comedic content creation, it's not an apples to apples comparison to compare Kai Cenat to like Drewski.
Correct.
Drewski is doing something very different than Kai.
Correct.
Kai is probably the most entertaining streamer I've seen. He'd be on there streaming with no games. He's created his own
most paid streamer.
Oh yeah, he's breaded up. Kevin Hart be on there. Kevin Hart, Drewski, and Kai Cenat. Some of those clips were.
You know how much it costs for them to be on there?
Kai pays them?
Of course.
No.
Oh,
They pay Kai.
Oh, like in the music world.
Ah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that had big record label breaking songs.
No, but any I'm gonna text y'all.
I can believe that a television star or movie star would pay to be on there.
Any feature or guest appearance.
But I don't know why
People don't just go on there to be with
I don't
us.
know why Drewski would pay to be on there.
They might not.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I can believe
Kevin
it.
might have, like, for the first one, if he was promoting something, anything promotion based.
Of course. Promotion based.
Yeah.
On the
100%.
pull-up,
So
on
like
the pull-up.
the label or the studio or whatever.
100%. No,
Yeah.
I believe that.
I think Kevin Hart be on there just be like, it's genius.
Oh, for him,
because Kai's fans are.
He's trying to get the next gen. He's trying to do a Will did with all
Northwest
the.
is got to meet him for her birthday. Kai's got the 11-year-olds to probably
He's
25.
What you talking about? My son Kai knows who Kai. He doesn't get to watch him, but he knows exactly who.
They're
Kai
what,
Cenat
9
is.
now?
Yes.
So yeah, my boys know who. Like Kevin Hart is genius because let me go and get these babies.
Yeah.
And that's probably their introduction to Kevin Hart.
They're like, oh, this little nigga.
That's their seriously funny.
Exactly. And that virality be big viral. So anyway, what I was saying, what Drewski does is not the same as what Kai Cenat does, which is not the same as what, Tony Baker, Super Ray, 14K, voiceover. Like, there's so many different lanes within content creation. It's hard to compare the two. But at least if you gonna leave out stand-ups, leave out stand-up. Or you could say we talking only about their internet content, like the content they create on the internet. What you gonna say?
I didn't care two shits about this list.
You wasn't mad you wasn't on there?
No, when I saw only one woman, and then when
that was the next thing I was gonna say.
And then when I saw Kai on there, I was like, oh, okay, we just making a goulash.
We just bought her.
We just putting just little blue, 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 blue. I was like, good for y'all. This is content y'all created, but and also obviously comedy is so subjective.
Yeah.
And like Marco, Funny Marco.
Yeah.
I do not consider that form of comedy as funny as some people do.
Oh, what?
Dead serious.
But I'm a big fan of deadpan, awkward energy humor. The Office does a lot of that. Like they gonna make you squirm in your skin.
Was entertaining.
Yeah, I like Funny Marco.
I'm not saying this
I know
man is
you
not talented, but for me, I don't seek out his content at all. Now, I did love it when Zach Galifianakis did it with
Between Two Ferns.
Correct. You know what it is? Zach in his version was the one still firing off most of the jokes.
Yeah.
Where with Funny Marco, a lot of times he would be the butt of the joke from.
Yep.
And I don't enjoy that per se. That's why I didn't like that white girl.
Oh,
Bobby.
She's just not a good version of either of them.
But it was the same thing of the jokes are being fired at you, the awkward one, and I would rather it be going the other
Funny
direction.
Marco, depending on who the person was, he would fire off. But he didn't mind being the butt of the joke, but there was a good amount where he would set up the joke as well.
Yeah, so it's just
to your point, comedy,
it's subjective. And I was like, oh, I'm not the audience that they're referring to when they created this list.
Yeah.
So I do not care.
Because you be off the internet for full hours of the day.
What you say?
If I don't text you and say, Angel, accept this collab, which I'm going to just start doing now, I'd be like, I want to see. I was just curious. How long? It'd be 9 hours.
My sister had to tell me about a video you made today. I said, what?
Angel don't be going on that Instagram. She got 4 children. It's summer. They're at home asking for chips.
But I'll be gone too. Oh, Amar woke up today and he was like, I gave him a bath because Marcus's back is hurting, so he can't do it. And I said, after you take your bath, though, you can get back in bed because Daddy's not up yet. And he was like, okay. And so as I was leaving, he said, bye, Mommy. Have a good day. I said, oh, thank you. Then he said, I love you. I said, well, I love you too. You little cute little baby. So yeah, I ain't on the damn interwebs. I got a little 4-year-old telling me to have a good goddamn day. I love it. Listen, life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should your payday, okay? The money you earn can be in your hands today with Earnin. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work up to $100 a day or $750 per pay period. Just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck, then access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. Any money you access plus tips are automatically repaid from your next paycheck. Let me tell you, when I think about when I was in my 20s, in my 30s, and even part of my 40s, life be like, I'm a life over here and I'm gonna throw you an expense that you were not expecting.
Joe gonna do it.
And I'm telling you what, Earnin, especially when I was younger, would have been such an asset. And I think it would be an asset for you as well. Think about, I got to get a rose-colored dress for a friend's wedding. That wasn't on my bingo card at first. I got to get a whole nother dog because my other dog went and got ate up by coyotes. Again, something not on my bingo card, but an expense nonetheless. Make earning a part of your financial routine. Enjoy earnings over 3.5 million customers who say things like, when I think of earning, I think of financial stability and security. It gives me a lot of peace of mind. Download Earnin today, spelled E-A-R. Excuse me, I'm going to slow down. Download Earnin today, spelled E-A-R-N-I-N, in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in The Thing under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. The Thing under podcast. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Subject to your available earnings, daily max, pay period, max, and location. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Y'all didn't do the repeat thing.
I was reading ESPN.
I was like, The Thing.
The Thing.
And y'all didn't say nothing, but
I was checking to see what WBA games come
it's
on
okay, Kevin. But no, I definitely consider Drewski to be very funny.
Oh, man.
I probably think of him to be more brave than funny, to be honest, but I think he's very funny. Most of the people
is a cultural anthropologist. Mm-hmm. I actually would be interested to see him acting. I feel like he could take one of those characters. That character he does with Roll Tide Willie. Mm-hmm. Boy, me and Josh be sharing them things back to back.
Hilarious.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide.
I actually want to see him when he's not acting.
No. Do you?
Yeah.
like
He sat at your table down to the NAA.
I feel like it'd be really boring.
Huh?
I feel like it'd be really boring.
That's what I want to see. I want to see how, like...
I feel like he'd be a great time.
Well, that's what people probably think of you.
I'm not a great time.
No, it's not that you aren't, but
No,
like...
I'm not.
But
You seen the memes. You seen the picture of what Marcus got me at Vegas.
you be sleepy, boy.
I do be sleepy and my feet hurt. And them
But you
shoes
be
were
a good
hurting.
time at parties. But I'm
I do.
saying people be thinking you're gonna be like,
Hey,
it's your boy.
get it, bitty baby. It's your boy Chips on. Ooh, God. Yoink,
Yes.
yoink, yoink.
Yes,
They
that's
sure said
on
he
me.
was on Grownish.
Yes, he was.
Oh, was he acting?
Yep.
Anyway, I want to say there was not enough funny women on there, which also speaks to Complex's
Yes, ADD.
audience. Yes. We were like, women kitchen for you.
I was like, I said,
Tits and butt or get in the kitchen.
Get in the fucking kitchen and shut the fuck up. Talk about you funny. Ha, ha, ha. Where's my funny ass meal? I literally, when I saw the list, I was like, oh, this reminds me of All Def Digital. Scroll up.
Yeah, you didn't like All Def Digital unless you was on Great Taste.
No, I thought that was such a great show.
It was.
I was like, that was like, for me, y'all was like, oh, this is
it.
it's not lowbrow.
No, that's how we got our start. Grab that butt and see if it's a black girl.
Listen.
That was the whole video. Grab
Yes.
those penises and see which meat belongs to the big black man. Who kisses the best? Kiss them with the blindfold on. Grab those titties and see if you can, if they're real or not.
I was just like,
We was all up and down the sex.
I also thought, did y'all call it the rundown? What did y'all call y'all's?
The drop.
The drop. I thought the drop was good too.
Yeah, what's good? Megan to hear were really good
I
hosts.
thought it was great, but everything else, it needed to be in the trash.
Yeah, I get you. And this reminds me of the next thing that I want to talk about on the docket. The internet came to my defense, Angel. Oh, yeah.
This is the video that my sister was talking about that I had no idea.
The internet came, because I didn't post it anywhere on Twitter.
This was over the weekend,
This
ain't
was
it?
over the weekend. So I went, let me
Miami.
set the stage for you.
We out here in Miami.
Took my family to Vegas. I was supposed to go to ABFF, but it was thunderstorming and there was travel advisory and the flights were getting canceled. And I was like, I have stuff to do. I cannot afford to get stuck in Miami. Did not feel comfortable traveling down there. I remember one of the alerts from Miami was like, if don't come around unless you want to drown or something like that, something that rhymes. And I was like, Kanisha's story, you follow her, she was in the airport for 30 hours.
Oh, no.
I was like, I've dealt with my fair share of delays on tour the last couple of years. I'm not doing it. So instead, we went to the Las Vegas to just as a family vacation, celebrate Zay's graduation, we just went down there. So I went to the Aces game. Me and my family got myself a Sidney Colson jersey that's gonna come in here. I don't know where we're gonna put them
Shadowbox?
more. Something gotta go.
You got to start shadowboxing these, man. You can't just
What's
be...
that? Oh, the framing?
Yeah.
I might have to do that.
Because they're just hanging off the desk.
The desk is going crazy. I'm gonna hang one on the camera. I need to be able to hang stuff from the roof. But anyway, we go to the Aces game. Me, Liz, Zay, and Joe. We all got jerseys. We go courtside. Floor seats. I said, get me as close to the action as possible. Now let me just say this. This was my second WNBA game. It's my first time ever being on the court. I went to a Storm game way back because I'm from Seattle. I went to a Storm game, and I've said this before. The WNBA game was the most entertaining sporting event I'd ever been to, but I was up there. In the storm. I was in the eye of the storm. I was watching on the TV. I didn't have I'm talking about them tickets was like you in here barely.
It's so good when you up close.
They're probably $4 tickets up there too.
And it was nothing. I might have spent $10, $20. Like it was, I think I might have got the tickets for free, but they was up there. But it was still a really entertaining game. Their in-game stuff was really entertaining. When I went to the Vegas Aces game, I'm talking about it was on par production with wrestling. Also crazy, their arena is inside of the hotel.
They
Mandalay
good for
Bay.
that. They good for that in Vegas.
The boys were so confused. I was like, "What? I don't know what you mean by the arena's in here." I said, "Boy, the stuff is in here."
It's like that's their convention center type thing.
Yeah. On the way to the Shark Reef.
Long walk.
You go past the food stuff, the strip steak. There's a Starbucks. You take a right before the Shark Reef, and there's a Michelob Ultra Arena. And the next day we came back because we got stuck in Vegas for 5 hours, and they just closed the doors. You wouldn't even know there's an arena down there.
Yeah.
We go in there. I'm talking about it was crazy. Them women playing that basketball game,
they be playing,
are playing at a speed that is much faster in real life, that close than it looks on TV, and it is way more physical.
Yes.
They are fouling, playing hard, and them refs let it go. Hand check, hard screens, throwing on the ground. I was like, first of all, everybody's big and strong and fast and tall.
All of them.
Cool. And I'm tall, but they taller. Asia Wilson, my God. That is a basketball playing woman.
She a good one.
I dapped up Jonquel Jones in the hotel. The Liberty was staying in the same hotel we were staying at. I said, Jonquel Jones? She dapped me up. It was electric. Whoosh!
Yeah.
I mean, thunderous dap. God came down and he orchestrated the dap. The Aces had no answer for her. She went for 34 points, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Threes, layups, too big, too fast, too strong. It was, and I wanted the Aces to win.
Of course.
Sid got to play. Nigga was hooping, right? So I told Melissa, she thought I was playing. I said, Liz, because she wasn't going to bring no makeup because it was just going to be us and the boys. I said, when we go to the Aces game, there's a high chance if I'm on the floor, they going to put the camera on me as celebrity boy.
Celebrity boy.
I said, I just want you to know, I want to get to the Aces game early. And Jonquel Jones was like, oh, what's up, Kev? Knew me. I love the videos. I was like, I'm still surprised every time. So I was like, Liz, we should get there early in case any players are like, what's up, Kev? Didn't happen. That didn't happen. Nobody did that. Not of all both teams.
Yeah.
They was focused on the game.
They don't give a damn.
I didn't
about
get
you
no
being
head now.
Yeah,
I didn't get no head now. Not even the I see you.
No.
Except Sid.
Of course. She invited us.
Sid invited us. Sid was like, what's up, boy? I see you. I said, hey, Sydney.
Hey.
Right. She was that nigga hooping for real. So their encore, their social people took pictures of me. They came and talked to me, said, we're going to do the celebrity thing for you. Get ready. And they're like, the next time out, we're going to come over to you. So I'm talking to Lisa. I was like, okay, what I got to do? How do I not look big on TV? I said, I'm going to go Jersey pool. I'm going to go Jersey pool. The thing that's wild about it and wildly uncomfortable, that camera stays on you for
a very long time.
I was like,
keep waving, keep smiling, keep
Angel,
smiling, keep smiling.
I never
keep smiling.
understood why, when you watch boxing matches, I'd be like, why do them people look so uncomfortable? The camera stays way too long.
They don't know exactly when it's going to cut.
Exactly.
And when it's going to cut out.
So they hang on you well before, and the game started. Then he was like, clear. So I'm just like,
right.
I should have did this.
No, you should have.
And I was too nervous. I'd already predetermined I was going to go Jersey pool.
Y'all look so pretty on the front row. Y'all look so clean.
The boys, Kelsey Plum hit a step back three, probably where you are from JoJo. He was like, oh, man. I wish I would have recorded that. He was like, I just was going to put my phone out. It was beautiful, Angel.
Oh, I bet.
Step back three, left hand jumper. So the Aces take a picture of me. Their photographer takes a picture of me. He posted on the Twitter and Instagram. Apparently, some stuff happened in this moment. I didn't know because I was just happy to be there, retweeting and all this stuff. The next day, I start getting mentions on Twitter like, "What you talking about, Kev? For? Why you hating? What you talking about, Kev? Why you hating?" I'm like, "What? Who is? What's going on?" Because I didn't see nothing. So I go down to my thing, and the person had blocked me. So then I seen this, but I seen the screenshot because that's what people on Twitter were doing. Somebody was defending me. They had screenshot the tweet, and the person said he really got famous off reciting y'all viral tweets on stage to a Facebook user crowd. And I just want to pause and say this real quick.
It's a very complex sentence. Go ahead.
Very no punctuation. That whole thing is no punctuation.
Yeah.
There's not even a period at the end.
No.
I'm just firing off these sentences.
Yes.
Okay. I was first very happy because part of the joy of my life is when you block me and you still got to see me because you didn't block the Aces. You didn't know that was going to happen because the guy apparently was an Aces follower or fan, or maybe he just saw the picture. And you know how Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, they're all like, you ain't even got to follow the people. We going to put this on.
It to you,
if it's got engagement on, we going to put it on you. So you can't block me from somebody else's thing. And that makes me so happy. Like, you didn't want to see me and you had to, or I'm going to be on TV. You're going to have to turn the TV off. And eventually I'm going to be on billboards and I'm going to be unavoidable. It's going to come with more of these things. And all these people were like, nigga, like, this is the thing I wanted to say. It's okay to not like me or anyone. You don't have to qualify it with something else. Just say, I don't like them.
No, they're going to qualify
I don't think you're funny. I don't like the shape of your head. I don't like that you take. There's plenty of things that you can say that I wouldn't even think twice. I wouldn't even make a video about.
Christian clown
lady had a beef in the van.
Kevonstage.
You clown. You Christian clown.
This is a good time.
Great. I enjoyed that one because that's pure unadulterated. I don't like you. I hate the way you talk, the way you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I don't mind that. Catch Flight is going to be direct. But that would have been like Kendrick being like, Drake, you ain't never had a hit song. Like, well, that's just not true. You can hate him, but that's a quantifiable fact. He's had the most hits of any rapper. You don't have to like him. The truth is the truth. And the thing is, I was like, that's not even something I've been accused of. Nobody's ever accused me of taking tweets and telling those jokes on stage. That tells me you have never even seen me on stage. I didn't even start doing none of my material online until Keep Your Distance, just to promote that show. Before that, you had to come see me because them jokes was precious to me. But then I seen that you got to go out and do it if you got to be with the world. So anyway, the people of Twitter came to my defense in a way that was surprising to me.
Why was it surprising?
Twitter is a cesspool of hate and vitriol. Rarely do positive things happen. It's much more common for people to pile on, be like, yeah, that nigga does suck, which there was a good amount of that as well. But most people were like, that's just not true. You can see Kev's documented rise online. Most of it was like, nigga, you didn't know about All Def? Like, that nigga was on there well before with no tweets. And the thing is, when you build like the Kevonstage Studios app or Patreon, and your premium content is behind a paywall, people don't even know it exists. Like I said in my defense video, the tweets, I saw this on the internet, that is just to stay relevant. I wish I didn't have to do that. My joy, my strength, the day I don't have to keep up with stuff on the internet and I could just be like, new movie here, new TV show, or all my promo, like when you did the Stephen A thing and I had a clip that I could do from something I already did, that make my day. I don't even have to be the funny person saying it.
You said, I ain't got to know what else happened.
I don't like scouring the internet for stuff, but I understand how the internet and algorithms work. If you want to keep people happy and keep people aware of what you got going on and garner new fans, you got to be active, at least for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't have time to think about, I did everything people have done, I have done.
Yeah.
Early Playmakers days, we was big sketches. We did all the sketches. Sketches here, sketches there. I've done listicles. I've done this. I've done it all. This is the version where I could go in between a red light and the next red light, I can have my video done. All I do is instead of retweeting the stuff and saying my thing, I go and add some jokes and put my thoughts on it or to the video. And then I go to my shoot that I'm on the way to. That's what I did this morning. At a red light, I found my video, shot it at a red light, and was editing it on my way here.
Why you
editing
while you're driving?
Well, here, I didn't edit here, but like I found it in between red lights. Safe driving. But anyway.
I was like, why are you saying you edited while you're driving?
And then here's the other thing, Kev. At one point, or Kev, I'm talking to myself. At one point, I'm going to stop doing this defending myself.
Good.
But my flight was at 1 o'clock
PM, AM?
p.m. and it got delayed till 6. I had time.
Jesus.
Y'all got delayed 5 hours?
got
The
delayed.
Lord said you thought you wanted to
What'd you
get
fly?
rid of those Miami delays.
I'm gonna tell you
get
what
them
happened.
delays
Flew Jet
regardless.
Suite?
We flew jet suite. What happened was the plane had to be switched.
They did that to me
and then it
once.
was doggone Biden. Biden was in
Oh,
town,
man.
and by the time they
On
fixed
Sunday,
the plane,
right?
yes,
couldn't
by the
fly.
time they fixed the plane, which was like 30 minutes,
Nothing flew into
the
LAX.
airspace
Bro, they stopped.
was stopped. And so that everybody in the airport was like, God dog, I was a Republican.
Bro, they stopped
Biden
the 405. I was stuck on the 405.
Josh, we were delayed 3 hours because of Joseph Biden, and I was. Biden came in and closed the airspace,
And he's still emailing you.
and he started emailing me after you didn't. I mean,
'Cause he said you
everybody.
ain't got nothing to do.
emails.
Just sit here and read my email.
I was
The
so
emails.
mad, Josh.
The
I could have
emails.
driven home. By the time we've left, I could have driven home.
Vinny!
But Joseph Robinette Biden closed down the airspace.
Listen,
I was
I'm the
pissed.
president. I didn't. Wait a minute. You were talking about people talking about you. I can't
Yeah.
wait till you don't care.
Yeah. I think I will always care. I just won't have time to make the videos, nor will I care enough to comment. But when I was sitting at the airport with nothing to do for hours, I said, let me just.
I think you will get to the point where you do not care.
You believe that? Mm-hmm. You believe that?
I
think
do.
you're
I believe
getting
it. I do believe it. I do believe it. And because I feel as though you will be so confident and secure in the fact that people are just lying that
Yeah.
it'll just be like, all right.
And part of that is already happening. Like years ago, that tweet would have affected me more. Like, oh, I got to get this fan. I'm beyond needing everybody. You don't need everybody to do anything. You don't need to win every basketball game to win the championship.
Yeah.
You don't need to make every shot to be the MVP. You don't need to win every vote to be president. Nobody needs to have everybody to do anything, but everybody needs Jesus. Ah! That's the only word. Everybody needs him. Even you, baby. You're supposed to be a big yard now, but you don't know him. You don't need him, and the force be with you.
When I think about Jesus
May the
and what he
force be with you, but the Holy Ghost. May the
Force be with you.
but the Holy Ghost.
May the force be with you.
but the Holy Ghost.
May the force be with you.
But the Holy Ghost.
May the force be with you.
Holy Ghost.
Force be with you.
dunk Baby Yoda.
Woo!
He didn't deserve that.
Woo!
Dunk the baby.
Yeah! And with HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Make delicious food a priority this summer with quick, convenient recipes delivered right to your door. Just choose your meals and select a delivery date. HelloFresh handles all the meal planning, shopping, and most of the prepping, so all you have to do is open your box and get cooking. Wake up your taste buds and get summer ready with balanced, fit, and wholesome recipes. Chock full of fresh produce under 650 calories per serving. Cut down on the time spent in the kitchen so that you can get back to enjoying the summer sunshine thanks to HelloFresh's quick and easy recipes. Every week's menu features options that are ready in just 20 minutes or less. That's even quicker than delivery. Let me tell you, yesterday I made some HelloFresh. I made crunchy black bean burritos.
Oh, that's my favorite meal.
Oh, my children ate that up. I cooked the rice. I cut up the jalapenos and the onion and the tomatoes. I made some homemade pico de gallo, huh?
Yeah, pico de gallo.
Hey, I made some crema, huh?
Crema!
And we put some tortilla chips crunched up on the inside the burrito. It made me think of my childhood. Hey, man. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to HelloFresh.com/SKApps
SK apps.
for free appetizers for life.
Yeah.
One appetizer item per box while subscription is active. That's free appetizers for life.
For life.
HelloFresh.
Come on, HelloFresh.
.com/SK apps.
SK apps.
It's HelloFresh.
Hello.
America's #1 meal kit.
Yeah, that boy chic handed.
Oh, hey.
So moving on. My son graduated
Yes, he did.
last week.
I'm gonna give him his card.
We're posting pictures. You said, go write him a check.
I am.
That
You
baby
think I'm-
gonna have a. You know, have you ever seen that Star Trek meme with the guys at the computer and he's like, you had Isaiah check with his name on it. He's gonna be like, what is this archaic?
I'm like, you signed it back and you put it in your
You
account.
take it down to your banker.
Yeah, and then
you hand it to him with your ID.
come on.
Do you remember when people used to write checks to cash and then like come to the bank and just write cash and hand it down to the person?
Yeah. I wish we could still do that.
Man, you can't do it no more.
They're like, who the hell is Cash?
Now you got to put your debit card in and punch it in the pin thing
Yeah, to get the money.
to get the money. And they got the debit card machine down to the banker.
Yeah, they do. But I don't put in the card.
What you do?
You gonna take this ID and you gonna look it up.
You why you always got to do everything extra?
Listen,
Put the debit card in the terminal.
no, they were like, could you put no?
Why are you making the people's job harder?
And here's my account number. Here's my ID. Do your fucking job.
That is their job.
Is to get the money. Look it up. Verify me. Anybody could have my debit card.
That is the part that I'm always concerned about.
Anybody can.
If you put the pin in and you don't have to show no ID, they like, well, they have your pin. They shouldn't. That's what we used to say at Bank of America, by the way.
But you know what they ain't got is my face.
They sure ain't got it.
So
Kai got it, though.
Hey.
Kai got your face.
Yes, he do. That's my baby. But yeah, no, I quite literally.
That's hilarious.
I love
So
it.
my baby graduated. It was so funny because his graduation was so small. Somebody had commented, I wish I could afford to put my kids in private school. That baby is in regular. Isaiah does not go to, or did not go to private school. That boy was in a public charter school. We put our name in the literary lottery system when he was in that regular LAUSD, and they grabbed him on that first day. He said, you can't get a job. Melissa went down to the charter school office. We put his name in the little lottery system, and we waited. And when they called that baby, we put him in that charter school. Anybody could go in there, and he stayed in there. Even when we had money and wanted to put him in private.
If he wanted to go to private, he could have.
He could have, but he had a public charter school. The thing was, it was so funny because Julian and Tammy came and surprised Isaiah. We got to the campus. Julian was like, "Where's the school?" We was like, "Boy, this is good."
You see these different trailers and whatnot.
Julian goes to school in Texas,
right?
Where them doggone high schools look like community colleges.
Yes.
They got Pizza Hut and Subway in the school. So he comes to Isaiah's school. He's like, "Where's y'all class?" And Isaiah is a trailer's.
I know.
Isaiah's school don't have no inside.
It don't have no inside building. It is trailer. He goes to a trailer park for his lessons.
He did. Yes. He got to walk outside. Most kids go in the school doors and they stay there till school is out. Isaiah go outside after every class.
Yeah.
They walking around in the open air.
Yeah.
So Juge was like, how many people was in your senior class? And Isaiah was like, well, between the two classes, we got about 30. He was like, no, the whole senior class. He was like, no, that's it. 12A is about 15. The 12B is 15. Juge was like, 30 people? Because, in Texas, they'll have a graduating class of 1,000.
Yeah, absolutely.
More than that.
They'll have easily. Like
easy. Yeah.
You have to have it at a basketball arena. Even in Washington, our graduating class was it was like 600-700. And Lakes wasn't even a big high school. But them Texas schools be crazy. Isaiah's school, not that thing. The only reason his graduation was as long as it was is because they say everything in English and then they say it in Spanish.
I don't want to hear it.
The AC was broke in the graduation place.
Doing it.
I said, hey, we got to do some stuff faster. Towards the end, the Spanish parents was saying in English, you don't have to do that part in Spanish.
We've got on Google Translate. We got it.
Bruh, it was so hot in there. Mel left the graduation to edit I'm Not a Lawyer But video because the graduation was long. They had 30 kids up there. They bringing them up and down the stairs for all these special awards. They had a section of the graduation for the kids who have been in the school system since first grade. Come on!
I don't
I
care.
want to leave this place. I want my baby to walk across. This boy, well, and Isaiah, bless his heart, I love my son. He didn't graduate with honors and none of that stuff. He still went up and down there 3 or 4 times on the thing. When I graduated, they said my name one time.
Yeah. Whatever awards I got, it was asterisk by my name.
In the
And then
program.
you look, oh, she got
You could get your little sashes.
Yeah,
you could
look.
get your little chords.
Yeah.
Everything was either visual or written down. Your name was said once.
One
They
time.
said my baby name 3-4 times.
You said, oh.
They said black boys who used to live in Washington and came down and was in YouTube. Isaiah Fredericks, go up there and clap for that baby. I walked right up to the front to get good video of that baby because he go to a small school. So I was thinking about this after the 2 most grown moments I felt in my life. Believe it or not when my children were born. When we hosted our first Thanksgiving,
Yes, I remember
well
that.
into my life, had a home mortgage, but hosting felt grown. And being the parent of a high school graduate, I said,
You're the parent.
I don't know why they've allowed me to do this.
Yeah, you are the parent.
It feels like somebody with like appropriateness is going to come and be like, oh, y'all let him have this baby this whole time? Give it here. He's not ready. No one's done it yet.
No, they're not going to take. They're not. They just said this
they
is
just
what he
let
gets.
him come live at my house.
They did. They said this is it. This is what you're getting, little boy. Is
At
these
the
2.
hospital, they said, you go with that one because somebody else is coming. They don't know what kind of parent I'm in. They said, you go with him.
I still remember the first week. The first week of after having little Marcus, and I was at home pretty much by myself that first week. And I was looking at him, and I said, nobody's coming to get you, and nobody's going to see if I am doing this right.
Angel, I remember thinking when I took Isaiah home, I took more preparation to work at Burger King.
Right.
I had to spend the whole week going to like food prep classes. I had to pass a test. You know, you had to, what's the temperature? They just handed me that baby. They didn't ask me if I could read.
No, they were like,
I couldn't get the car seat in for 30 minutes. And they were like, click it and go, man.
get up out of here. We don't have no
Y'all
more
got
time
to
for
go,
you.
man.
Listen, but once I kept Marcus alive for a week, I said, oh, I got this shit. I was like, this is your most fragile time. And you made it through?
Listen.
And I don't know what I'm doing.
Man, well, listen, by the grace of God, she made it because she almost went on to be with him when she had Isaiah. Those first 3 days when she was asleep, them niggas handed me that baby. No breastfeed. They gave me the little bottles with the stuff and nobody was there. I was like, oh my God. Oh, I need help.
Listen, no, you don't.
I
Jesus
said,
is your
but
help.
it was
Jesus
hours.
is your help. Yeah.
Melissa was, she had to rest. They almost, the devil thought he had her. I was holding that baby like, no. When do you know if they do? You will know.
Oh, yeah, they let
That
you know.
meconium, that boy, when you talk
That
about
big black tar.
Angel, the doggone television program does not prepare you for anything that
No,
really
they don't
baby.
show you none of that.
When that baby doodled that first doodle, I said, ding, 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 come here.
An
What
alien
is-
came out of my son's booty. Oh,
This looked like Pro Gel came out of my baby's butt.
it is so thick and hard.
This is edge control in his diaper. What is this? Oh, that ain't no meconium. Who is
is that?
meconium? What is meconium? They're like, that's that first dude with placenta and stuff. Ain't nobody told me about that.
Wait a minute, what's that anti-hero who has a movie coming out? He kind of comes out of the man's body and Venom?
Yes.
That's what it looked like. Venom
That's
coming
what
out.
meconium.
Coming out of your baby to talk. Isaiah. We made it in through the portal. That's exactly what that looked like. That meconium be shooting up out
I
their
said,
butts.
my God. So to go from that, pooping up his back, I remember when poop up the back, I swear, I looked at that onesie that was still connected, diaper still on. How do you have doo-doo on your back? How did it get out, up, through, and everything is still on, tight?
The pooping up the back actually was like, unless I had to go somewhere, that always made me feel like,
Oh, taking care of that?
oh, well, no, it made me feel like if you shit that much, that means my titties really fed you. I'm like, it's goddamn right. You just ate a Golden Corral and that then just shot up out of yo. Like, it made me feel so proud. Like, yeah, my baby getting fed. with all
feeding
that.
good. That dude who jumped up out of the butt and went out and landed and is yellow on the back.
Yeah. My favorite.
So to hold a baby, I held Zayza. He was premature about a month, about 4 weeks. I could hold him in one hand. He was about the size of Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, you staying in there because you've been dunked. You've been baptized.
It's really, really sitting there.
You stay in there. We broke the net.
It's going to walk out of here one day.
If we come back from Mexico and Baby Yoda is back here, the podcast is done. We are going to a new studio. This is all being burnt. If he's back there with this jersey on and I know nobody was in this office,
You're like,
this is your podcast now, Baby Yoda. We ain't doing none of this stuff. We're going to be in a hospital, sterile environment. With that hospital buzz.
Right. Here's the thing. Baby Yoda's alive.
But I remember when Isaiah threw up in his car seat one time, I wanted to call my mom. So then when you see them walking across the graduation thing, that feels like as a parent, like you're not done, but you have guided them to it's his achievement. Right? And I told him that when we got home. I was like, you should be proud. This is like
I think you're bleeding.
Is it blood or sweat?
No, it's red. No, go further back, or maybe it's a pimple. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I am bleeding.
Okay. Okay.
How'd I bleed?
I don't know, Kevin. But you know
Baby
what?
Yoda
We should
it.
find you a doctor on ZocDoc to help fix that.
Hilarious.
Man, we all know there are things in life you have to compromise on. You know, you got to compromise on what time you're going to meet up with your friend because it's got to work in both of your schedules. Or like the thing that you wanted to get in an apartment, but you just can't get that one thing, but you get everything else. So you compromise on that. But when it comes to your health, there's no compromise. So don't go back to that one doctor who uses your appointment to catch up on the latest headlines in their family group chat, or their crossword puzzles, just because they take that they're available right now and take your slightly sketchy insurance. Instead, check out ZocDoc, the place where you can find and book doctors who will make you feel comfortable, listen to you, and prioritize your health. You can search by location, availability, and insurance. So literally no compromising here, because with ZocDoc, you got more options than you know. ZocDoc is a free app and a website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. These docs all have verified reviews from actual real patients. We're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed, credible doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat basically any condition under the sun you are searching for. The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is just 24 to 72 hours. That's it. You can even score same-day appointments. I literally used ZocDoc yesterday to make an orthopedic surgeon appointment for my husband. If it wasn't for ZocDoc, that would not have happened. Like, for real, because my husband was like, there's nobody, anyone available. And I said, let me go on ZocDoc. And sure enough, booked that appointment so fast. I said, you going to go to the doctor on Thursday. Thank you. Go to ZocDoc.com/SK and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/SK. ZocDoc.com/SK.
All right. So yes, I feel grown. I feel like a man. I feel like a parent. Parenting is a lifelong journey.
Yeah.
I still call my dad all the time and ask for advice. And I also parent my parents now as well. We switch up.
Yeah. What age did that happen at? I was thinking about that. I should make a video
where I start parenting them.
Yeah. When did?
I know it specifically. I know the moment it changed. For me, it was, what am I, 41 now? It was the pandemic. I had done some little stuff, like internet stuff, how this and that works. But the pandemic, they was not behaving. Especially my grandma. And I almost had to go up outside her butt. Because she was doing I was about to throw Ruthie over my knee, and I was going to teach her a lesson. Because them people told you to stay your behind at home, and you ain't doing right. Now, when you end up sick, and then what? And you getting whooped on top of that. Yeah. Okay? And I remember that was the time where I started telling them stuff, and they was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. And close my door. Because I've done told you time and again, the internet be tricking them.
Absolutely.
The internet be tricking them, babies. I'd be like that. Now that is not real.
Yeah,
that is not real, mama. Now that's not real. Just because you saw it on Facebook, it don't make it real.
No, they definitely think it's real. I actually am a young mom. I started parenting my mom in my 20s.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but you got to understand, my mother's also older than your mother. I'm
She
her
is.
baby, so I had to transition from child to parent earlier.
In college? You had a
No.
lot on your plate.
College, no, I still got to be a teen. A teen into my early 20s. But by the time around the time I got to California, somewhere in the grad school, graduating out of grad school, I had to really clock in as a mom to my mom.
The single mom who works 2 jobs.
The problem is that I have a very rebellious daughter mom.
Oh yeah,
Very
that Dorothy
rebellious.
May.
She's
She may
rebellious.
do what she want and she may not.
Yeah,
Huh?
she may not do what I want her to do. That's what I do know.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, Dorothy May, you need to listen now. And I can see it. It's like if you tell a child don't touch a certain thing in their hand, just keep
Yes.
slowly moving towards it, and you want to pop their hand.
And I will. Don't make me and you shouldn't have made me do that.
And I'll be like, you gonna learn your lesson. And she don't be liking to learn it.
Yeah.
She don't, and then she blame it on me when the lesson ain't learned beforehand. And I'll be like, but I told you. But you didn't say it the way that I understood. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Now go to your room. No dessert for you. No dessert. So yes, my baby just turned 74 years old.
I remember when I worked at the bank, boy. Y'all think them Nigerian scam ads and email don't work on people? They do. People down at the bank, you would think I was taking money from them. They'd be like, no, listen, young man, I know you don't understand this. The prince has emailed me. And they dead serious. Yeah. The prince has emailed me. Okay. His money is tied up. All he needs is $1,000 to help me. All I got to do is get it out of customs. And once I give him the 1,000, okay, he's going to give me 10,000. So I need you to, because what would happen is, as a personal banker, we had to advise the tellers, if these people come in with us, because you have to, over a certain amount, it gets overridden. But if they brought up, because old people would love to tell it too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got a Nigerian man, a prince had asked me. So I would ask them, and this is the thing, this was my most successful tactic. Of all the people, because you don't have time to play with them at this point, because they're literally upset that you won't give them $1,500. I would have two modes of attack. One or the other would work. The first one, when I said, what rich people have you ever met? In order to give you money, you have to give it to them first. What rich people only have money in that are that rich, only have all their money in one thing? And they'd be like, it's a scam. Yeah.
It's a scam.
And the other one, which was way more successful, out of all the people in the world, why did they choose you? They never talk to you.
Because I'm God's favorite.
Then people would be like, well, because they know of everybody they skipped over the rest of the people in Nigeria and the continent of Africa. They skipped over where we live, the whole rest of the United States, and came all the way to Lakewood, Washington.
Yes.
And said, Sharon McMichaels, you gonna help me get this money out. Why you, Sharon? Just tell me why you.
First of all, you went the wrong direction. They went the opposite direction on the globe. They went over.
They went to Australia.
They went over Australia. They came to
Japan.
Yeah.
They came around the back.
And then and Washington, the first one you get to.
And why they asked you for $1,500 when you got $1,600 in there? Because what we would have to tell the people, when you take this money out and they don't give it back to you, there's nothing we can do. When you take this cashier's check out and mail it, it's gone. Why would you give somebody 15 of 16?
Listen,
of 16.
Western Union stopped letting me send money because that's where my fabric guy was in Pakistan. They were like, ma'am, no. I was like, I've done business with this man before. They were like, no, you haven't. I was like, yeah, I have. I need my product. They were like, they put me on a list. I can't send money in any Western Union.
What? You was banned?
They were like, this woman don't want to listen. She is either a part of a cartel and trying to launder money, or she's an idiot and she's getting taken advantage of.
Hilarious.
So I have to send it through whatever the other one is. I can't remember.
MoneyGram?
MoneyGram is the only one I can use.
Can you believe there was a time? I don't know if you did this, but there was a time in my life I used to have to go and get MoneyGrams to pay my bills.
I have watched my mother MoneyGram people money often in the family so they can pay whatever it is that they need to pay. It's a shame. I'm glad that we're so aware of scams now so that hopefully we don't get scammed when we get older. But that is also one of the reasons why I am so adamant about certain ways that I do stuff. I be like, no, I ain't taking a picture of this to send it. I'ma come. Where you at the bank?
And there's a scam going around that's been getting people. It's the podcasters on the Zoom, because they actually go on the Zoom and there's a fake person on there with like a blurry background. They offering you $3,000. There's Tony Baker's got a scam going right now. They're using Tony's name to scam, and it'd be like, and they will get Tony's actual manager's name. Because I've had about 6-7 comedians hit me and be like, this don't seem real. It's like Tony Baker wants to pay you $3,000 to be on your thing, and I said to those people, you look at Tony Baker and just look at his general disposition on social media, and you tell me, does that man look like he want to give you $3,000 when you don't see him interviewing nobody?
His podcast about what other people think.
You think he gonna give you Tony Baker gonna give you $3,000?
Yeah.
And what it is people just want things to be true. But that's why some cliches are cliches, because they are so true. If it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Yes. It
don't work like this. Sometimes being skeptical is actually good.
Listen, let me tell you, my husband, he almost got scammed getting a car. And I was like, now I did get scammed trying to get a legal copy of Adobe Dream Suite, the design suite, because I wanted Photoshop. But I got scammed out of $75. The boy gave me a CD that didn't have nothing on it. But I was also doing something illegal. So I said, that is karma instantaneously.
That was the Lord.
Fine. Right. But Marcus, because of that, he is like, even, you know how, well, you don't know, you ain't had checks in forever. You can deposit checks into an ATM.
Yeah.
Marcus was like, I don't trust this.
Oh, really?
He said, how am I going to know they're going to actually count all the checks? I said, you can get them to print off an image of each check that you. He was like,
listen,
I don't know.
When I worked at the bank, boy, when you could deposit money into the ATM, them old folks was like, will never do it. I will never hand a machine my money. I'm going to hand it to you, and I'm going to watch you put it in your drawer. And when I told them, one of our workers because we would try to direct people over there to save the inside line. And they had no problem taking money out of the ATM. Oh, I take it out.
Because it's mine.
But putting it in, and listen, I ain't going to hold you. I became a little bit of a boomer when online banking first came, to where you could take a picture of the check and flip it over, and it went in your account. And I said,
I don't like it.
But I still have this.
Yeah, I want y'all to have it.
I don't.
I want y'all to have it, because I don't want y'all coming back and saying I took a picture of a fake check. Y'all have it.
Because if I have it, y'all might say you don't have it.
And not only that, I might accidentally redo it. Yeah.
Listen, I used to have to check that box and deposit it, because you know what. But when I was on the road, I was taking pictures of them checks, but I never felt comfortable with it, Angel. I never did.
I will forever be, I don't care. I'll forever be that woman walking into the bank. Hi, Angel. How y'all doing? Got about 30 checks.
You're the person they'd be like, did you know you could do the ATM?
Yes. They know I know.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you going to stand in line? Mm-hmm. Because I want you to have this paper.
People are like, can you Venmo me? I surely can't.
You don't even do that.
The fuck? And then your money Van Gogh, okay? And you can't get no more.
Vincent Van Gogh.
I know people like, you don't Cash App? I don't. My Cash App is not even attached to a bank account.
Okay, now you getting 43.
Listen, the only reason why there's money over there is because people send me Cash App, and it's sat over there. It just be sitting there.
You just be moving it around on the internet?
No.
Oh, it's just be growing.
It's just sitting there like it's.
You never got it out?
For why? What am I gonna do?
You could buy cheese.
What I do is when people are like, can you Cash App me? If there's money in there because somebody else sent me money, oh yeah, you can have it.
So you ain't never put in, I've never put no money into Cash App.
Hell no. Cash App don't even know where I live. It is not attached to a bank account.
When we was doing Keep Your Distance, we had to tell comedians sometimes, Greg would have to tell them, the hotel don't accept Cash App debit cards. You got to have you really need to have a credit card.
That happened in On the Here's the Thing tour. That happened when we were in
Yes.
Birmingham.
Yes.
What happened?
They at the front desk.
There was somebody in front of us who was
sign.
trying to use a Cash App
There was
card, and the hotel was like,
Hell no.
you,
But there was the thing was there was a sign that said no Cash App debit cards.
yes.
Oh no. See, no. I do have the pay of the PAL. I do have that.
Yeah.
Because at one point
PayPal make you verify, though.
yes, but also some of my accounts will not attach to PayPal. Some of my accounts are like, what is this? What is some of my bank accounts? They're like, we don't trust it. Even though PayPal got some of my money locked up.
Do they?
They've had it locked up for over a year.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Go down to the PayPal office.
If I find them, fix it.
Go down to the PayPal
Give me
office.
my damn money.
All right, moving on. The Derricos are getting a divorce.
Oh, the people with 13 children.
Tania asked us, what's your input on divorce after 14 kids? You only need 10 more to get to 14.
Correct.
Can you imagine
Nope.
going your separate ways with 14 Tanksley's children?
What separate ways? You gonna sleep in another part of the house? Nigga, you ain't never getting away from me. I will put you in my overly used vagina and carry you around in there like it's a cage. I'll stuff you in me.
Like a kangaroo?
Yes, you think you leave? I will stuff you in there because I'm sure it's wide and loose, and I'll tie it off. Tie the end of my vagina into a knot. You not going nowhere.
14 children?
Ain't no way.
Get in this bed and turn your back to my back and hush.
Hush.
I'm not even going to another room. We can sleep in here with this tension.
Yeah.
14 little Fredericks, I love you.
I hate you. I don't care.
Are you hungry though? 14 kids?
There's no way.
I'm gonna take 7. You take 7. And I want the oldest. I want
No,
1
the
through
big
7.
ones.
You want 8, you taking 8 through 14.
Yeah,
You
nah.
take or we could go 1, 14, 2, 13. We could get a mix. Give me a mix. Give me a little bit spicy, a little bit regular.
Right. Yeah. No. Mix it up. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
Because you done had 14. As the mother, you done pushed 14 heads out of your pelvic floor.
Yes. Yes.
And he don't want to be with you no more?
Is it that? Is it?
Or you don't want I didn't
I
go-
don't remember. I don't know
I didn't
who
do
is
too much
leaving
research.
who, but we're not leaving. We go together real bad.
How
we're
would
not
how
going
would
nowhere.
school pickup and drop off go every day
Oh, y'all go to school here. 1 + 1 = 14.
at the house?
The oldest, you teach the next one and
Right.
down.
And go on down.
I'm not carrying 14 of y'all.
There's no cars.
14.
They-
That's
they get a
more
passenger
people that's
van.
on a WNBA roster.
They have a school bus, and that's what it is. You just
The Derrico Elementary.
this. I can't. There is no way in hell at 4 children. Me and Marcus, we ain't ever.
I get it.
Ever. And she had triplets upon triplets and
I was
twins
just looking that up. They
upon
are
twins.
They got 13, 12-year-old twins, 10-year-old quintuplets,
Yeah.
4-year-old triplets, and then the article starts.
Yeah, they've got a lot of children. And she's small. She a little tiny thing.
She is.
She very tiny. I'm like, did I have octuplets? Because if that's what you look like after quintuplets, I'm just like, she's small.
Hold on. This article says Dion and Karen are now. I'm reading the article on People. It says Dion and Karen are splitting legal and physical custody of their 13 minor children. 14 is older than 18.
Grown, okay.
Per legal documents obtained by the outlet, Dion will pay $11.66 in child support per month, and Karen will be responsible for paying the children's medical insurance. $11.66.
Yeah, I guess that's the only overage.
That for 13 minors?
Because they're splitting the kids, are they not?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. So he got his.
So his only overage, she is putting in only 1,100 more than what he is, or maybe 2,000 more. So to get them even, so that they're both putting in the same amount.
It's $11.66.
Yeah.
13 is how many cards are in my hand when we finna play spades. And they have that many
That's
children.
a baker's dozen.
That's a baker's dozen.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't no way.
Ain't enough spaghetti. to even feed 13, 14?
There's so many things that I'm really mainly focused on what my undercarriage looks like with 13 kids coming out my body. I just don't even know. I feel like her vaginal lips have to close like that. Instead of like this, they got to close like that. I just don't understand how your body, how does your body even know what it's supposed to do? Like her butthole is like, I can't even keep up with you. Vagina, you a cold MFer. I don't even do as much work as you do.
And I doodle every day.
Every day. But you didn't got me. I'ma just let the stuff go out the front too. There's just, I can't. I mean, listen, I absolutely love the thought of a big family. I do.
You can use cousin to mix it in.
I do. I could have, truth be told, I could have had more kids. Had I had my kids closer together, had we been wealthy.
How many would you have if things were different the way you wanted it to be?
I don't see myself going past 6 kids.
Personally delivered
From my body. But I would have had to have them all within my 20s.
Little Marcus, Kasai, Amar, Reggie Jr.
Reggie Jr.
Yeah. I was running out of stuff.
But because I do think there's something beautiful in having a big family. Mm-hmm. However, me personally, the thought of having 13 children come out of my body.
4 in one day.
Oh, I can't.
Because you told me you described having twins as running a marathon and then having to do a sprint.
Yes.
And she did that plus 2 more on a day.
Well, I think she probably got cut up out of her body.
Oh, just go in there.
Yeah, with that many kids, there's too many things that could go wrong. They cut them out. So she probably got, hopefully she don't keloid, or she got a whole gummy.
Keloid?
She got a whole gummy worm across her damn waist. I can't imagine having to recover from that many cesareans. My hat's off to women who have cesareans, whether it be by choice or not. That type of recovery, I can't even. That's
a major surgery. They cut your abdomen open.
This is why I couldn't get a tummy tuck. I said, it just seems like so much.
Melissa got one, and she took Molly Percocet for like 2 days, and then she was just like, "I'm just gonna take it to the head." And when I remember when she would sneeze or laugh, she would be like in tremendous pain. She was like, "Please don't make me laugh."
Yeah,
and I really would this wasn't a game. It wasn't like, "Well, I'm gonna make you like." You could see she was in pain. Now it's the greatest weapon against her children is the C-section.
You see what you did to me?
She loves that.
Yeah.
She loves a good, you see what you did to my body. Mm-hmm. I'm scarred forever. And you don't want to give me a hug?
They're like, Mom.
You see what you did to me?
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't.
They're like, yeah.
This is a great big joker. But love and light to folks having 13 children and having to figure it out.
I know. The divorce on top of it, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Because 13 minors is a lot to handle together. Mm-hmm. 6 and 7 by yourself, somehow that seems harder.
It sounds terrible. How many kids does Kiki Wyatt have? She up there.
I think it might be 12.
I think she got 12 with her little light skin cell.
Oh, Takoya said it. 12.
12 kids. And she's still singing.
Sheesh!
She's still singing. Ain't no way. My voice would have left me on child number 8. It'd been like, shut up. Shut up. Yeah. How many kids could you have had?
2. I only ever wanted 2.
Oh, okay. You
it
wanted
wouldn't
the perfect
matter.
Little boop, boop, boop.
I wanted 2 boys, and because I gave my tithes consistently, God granted my wish. That's what I used to say.
That's why God didn't give me that girl. He said, you be holding out on me. I'd be like, I not on purpose.
But I wanted 2. I just like 2. 2 boys is all I ever wanted. I love that the boys are close with their cousins. Mm-hmm. Like Juge, Mai, CJ, all of them. Like, I love that. But more than 2 kids in my home It's a lot. The way the boys eat now, it's downright disrespectful. So having more of those would just be annoying.
How would you have been as a girl dad?
I think I'd have been great. I would have been great, but I don't. Believe it or not, I'm not that much of a disciplinarian. I know people think that
they're like, when we see Kev, we see the
discipline.
drill sergeant. Yeah,
it's just, Melissa takes a heavier part of the discipline. Now, you know that gif of the black lady who's like, that's me. I'll come in the room and be like, what your mother said.
You heard what she said.
Okay, I'm allowed to be fun dad, fun guy. One of my funniest things ever is Greg as a girl dad, because him as a parent with boys, totally different. But all that bravado and beard strength and hair, useless when it comes to them babies, especially that little one. She'll be like, I will do whatever I want.
And she will.
I will. I'm going to create an environment that is so toxic.
Yes, I love that about her.
I'm not going to bed. Shut the
it.
hell up. What y'all watching?
What y'all watching?
Y'all watching Karen Reed try that little screech?
Yes. It's so cute.
She's like, I'll do nothing. You can whoop me. You can take nothing, but you'll never take my freedom.
No.
That's that little one.
I love that. I love that for her. I wish. Oh, shoot. I can't believe we didn't tell this on our podcast. We were saying in our last episode, I was like, I don't think my kids see you as lovable, Marcus.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do you mean it's lovable? I said, like, warm, wanting to be hugged on, kissed on, da-da-da-da. He was like, I mean, okay. And so later on, we asked the boys, and Marcus was there. And I was like, how would y'all describe your dad? And they were trying to come up with words. I said, would you describe him as lovable? And so I said, what's lovable? I was like, warm and like wanting to be hugged. He said, oh, no. When I tell you I was moved to tears. He said, no. No.
How did Marcus take that?
He laughed. They gave him other good words.
Yeah, but he don't present as hug me.
No, but he would. If they were hugging all on him, eventually he'd be like, get off of me. But it was his. Oh, and though Kai was like, no, dad's lovable. I said, nigga, he ain't giving you no money. So it's just hush.
Just be honest.
Yes, he's always like, what can I get out of this?
Hilarious. All right, we done.
Bye.
On our way out, since we talked about Kiki White, let's listen to her sing Tennessee Whiskey. We'll see y'all Patreon in a little bit. Everybody else, have a great weekend. We'll see y'all next time.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kevonstage and that chick Angel.